Alright, so today I'm here with one of my co-workers, Miss Kirk, and we're going to teach her kind of a beginner routine using the bands for strength training. Miss Kirk, you want to talk a little bit about why you're interested in strength training?
Yes, sir. I actually have diabetes, and I've had it for probably 25 years. So I'm noticing differences in my gait and my strength in my legs. So I would like to, and also my balance. So I'd like to strengthen my legs, so to try to improve that balance.
Okay, and so we're going to go through basically just one band exercise for every muscle. So if you're a beginner, you can stick around and watch, and this is a great place to get started. All you need is maybe a band and a chair. The first workout we're going to do is just the basic shoulder press. So you can sit on the band, you can have it underneath the chair, whatever gives you the best tension that feels right. And after that, you put your arms up, and you're just going to straighten your arms at the top, come back down to about 90, a little bit below 90, and you should be feeling tension in your shoulders with each rep. So you want to give this a try?
Yes, sir.
Hold the band to help you get started.
Okay. You just go up.
Yeah. Does it feel about even tension there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing when working with the bands. You want to make sure it's even tension on both sides. And so are you feeling this in the shoulders?
Yes, also in the upper arms.
Okay. And Ms. Kirk, with you being a science teacher, what is the shoulder muscle called there? You remember off the top of your head?
I want to say no, that's the chest.
Yeah.
Pectorals. I don't.
Cool.
What is it?
Is the deltoid.
Deltoid. That's right. I thought that was in the back.
No, that's the lats.
On the shoulder blades.
Yeah, on the back of the shoulder. So there's three muscles we're going to be working today already, guys. The lats, the deltoids, and your chest is your pecs.
How many reps you want to do? 10?
So you really want to go until you're kind of close to failure.
Okay.
So when you're kind of really getting tired.
I can feel that it's kind of like a shaking.
Yeah. And it takes some practice, like it's a beginner's really going to have a lot of time pushing. They're going to have a hard time pushing to failure. That's something you practice doing. All right, so we took a little time to modify the workout to work a little bit better with the equipment that we have. So this is our new exercise for working out the quad. We have the band wrapped around our ankle, and we're just extending our leg out. And at the top of the rep, we're really feeling it in the quadricep. As you get higher up, the tension gets harder.
Oh, as you push your weight up higher?
Yeah. So at the very top, it's actually got quite a bit. So we'll go ahead and switch out and let you give it a shot.
Are you feeling any tension in your knee too?
I wasn't there.
Oh. Okay.
I wonder if it'll stay there. Yeah, try it now.
Oh yeah, that's
There we go. All right.
I can feel some tension underneath too.
A little bit in the hamstrings.
Yes. Oh, and definitely.
Yeah. Again, ideally you're at a gym and you have the quad extension or leg extension, for working quads, but if you don't have access to that.
You can do a lot with these bands, can't you?
Yeah.
That's good.
Alright. The next one is going to be for training biceps. Ms. Kirk, I bet you want to get 24-inch arms.
Yes.
That's one of your goals. So you're just going to step on the band. The more tension you want, you can just make like a little loop. So if you're like, hey, that was too easy, you can make a little loop, step on the loop. And again, you want to have kind of the same tension on both arms. Now you can just do your bicep.
Okay.
For you guys watching at home, the bicep is this big muscle on the arm that the bodybuilders really want to show off. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you try that one out, Miss Kirk.
So I want it on my good foot.
Yeah, we definitely use the good foot.
You know what? Just because of my balance, I think can I do this sitting down?
You
too?
can, yep.
And then you had it this way?
Yep. Yeah, palms facing upward.
And you want to try
And you
to...
just, you need to like use your elbow like a
Uh-huh.
fulcrum. You just,
Oh.
there we go.
Oh, that.
Yep. Yep. And again, if you get to a point where you're like, hey, I need more resistance than that, you can do the little loop at the bottom.
Let me see what that feels like right now. Not that I need more because I think that's... Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you
There's
see how
a
that...
difference. Oh my goodness.
All right, and that's for our
Now,
biceps.
When we're talking about this equipment that we're getting, this is the bands you get like at Academy or something?
Yeah, you can get them at Academy. You can order them on Amazon if you don't feel like going anywhere. Dick's Sporting Goods.
And the 50 pounds that you see is the tension of the...
Yeah, so that's going to be kind of like the max tension basically that whenever you're using these. So they can go up, they go up like well over 100 pounds too. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. All right, this next exercise, it can be done either in the chair or standing up, but it's going to be kind of strengthen the Achilles tendon in the back of your ankle. Miss Kirk did recently have an injury in her Achilles tendon, so she's going to use her non-injured foot until she kind of talks to her doctor about some of these exercises I've suggested. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to extend, like point our toes, and then we're going to flex. We're going to do that 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to rotate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you also feel that kind of in your calf. So if you want to have a seat or if you want to try holding the chair.
I'm going to try holding the chair.
All right.
So you're going to... Well, maybe I better...
Okay.
That's my bad foot on the right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you point it,
Yep. And then flex it up as much as you can, and then point it as straight as you can.
and that counts as 2 reps?
1 is like, flex and point, that's 1.
1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, 5. Then you want to go counterclockwise?
It doesn't, as long as you do both ways. Are you feeling that in your...
I am. And then the other way?
Yeah. And so I'm going to go ahead and take this time to talk to you about progressive overload. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So progressive overload is basically like if you do, like I said, sets of 5 of those today, right? So next time you might want to try doing 6 of one, and then the next time 6 of 2 and 6 of all 3, but it's just doing a little more or using a little bit heavier weight each time. So like for my strength training, that when I do bench press, I'll set up like if I do 300 pounds for 5 reps, the next week I'll do 305 pounds for 5 reps. The next week I'll do 310 pounds for 5 reps. On some things like curls, you might up the reps at first. So you might use, you might do 12 of 20 pounds, and then the next week do 13 of 20 pounds and 14 of 20 pounds. And then after you get the 15th, you might bump up the weight then to the 25s. But it's just, if you do the progressive overload, you're challenging your body a little more, and you're causing that muscle to grow. All right, so I just showed Miss Kirk how to do a lat pull down with the bands that works your lats like we were talking about earlier. So go ahead, Miss Kirk, demonstrate a few of those.
And go straight back?
Yeah. Are you feeling it in those upper back muscles?
I am.
And again, if you need to, you can step back a step for more tension. And so if you're continually doing progressive overload with stuff like this, the end result could be like a pull-up or something, right?
Oh, I see. Because you're using the same muscles that you would for a pull-up?
That is correct.
I gotta be careful not to We got it.
Yeah, don't want to fall back here.
And you want it straight back?
Yep.
Not off to the side.
Right, straight back. You feel that lactic acid building up?
I do. Like it kind of burns.
Yeah. I know Arnold Schwarzenegger, he said that he wouldn't start counting his reps until he felt that.
Oh.
And then he would start counting.
Oh my goodness. I wonder as he progressed how long it would take before that would happen.
Oh yeah, like, and again, he'd be using a lot heavier weight probably, so his would be burning quicker. All right, so I kind of demonstrated to Miss Kirk chest press with the bands. So this is like a, something you could do instead of bench press or instead of push-ups. So go ahead and see if you can do a few of those, Miss Kirk. And you kind of want to have the back of your hands facing upward, if you can.
Oh, like this?
No, back of your hands up. Yeah, there we go. Right there. And again, if Miss Kirk was to want to increase the tension of this workout, she could just step forward a few steps. How does the tension feel for you right now?
It feels pretty good, but let's see what it would feel like if I went forward. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that definitely increases it there. It gets it closer to that 50-pound mark, right?
That was just one step forward.
And where are you feeling that workout?
Kind of in the upper arms and also in the forearms.
Okay, yeah.
Forearms.
Yeah, it's definitely getting the forearms a little bit. Do you feel it in your chest muscles?
Not as much as I am in the arms right now.
Not as much, okay. Yeah, sometimes it's like that until you get...
Bit, yeah, I'm starting to feel it.
Okay.
The more I do it.
And it's like sometimes those other muscles have to catch up, So.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Okay.
I'm feeling that.
All right, so with some of these workouts that you tried today, do you think a lot of these will work for you at home?
Oh, yes. I think I can use them all at home.
Yeah, and again, this is just the starting place, so you start doing those, you start building a little bit of strength, and then, you can learn more workouts. If you ever have access to a gym, that opens up a whole variety of new things you can do as well. So, another thing, if we want to talk about nutrition, right? So if you're trying to build strength in nutrition, you want to make sure you're getting enough protein. So I know like people who are really trying to put on muscle, they suggest 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or kind of like lean pound of body weight. So like say, if somebody's like 250 pounds, but they kind of want to weigh like 210, they would eat like 210 grams of protein a day. And then like if you want to take any supplements, I know with you trying to heal up your Achilles tendon, there's like it's basically a form of protein called collagen peptides, but that's one that you may want to try. Again, it's adding more protein, specifically the protein that helps with the ligaments and joints and stuff like that. So, all right, did you have fun today learning
Yes,
these?
I did learn a lot. Thank you so much.
All right, and I think Miss Kirk is going to try to put in some work, and I think we're going to be tracking her progress. So not only are you able to tune in and watch me and Noah's progress, but soon you'll be able to check back and see what Miss Kirk is doing, and maybe I can bully her into doing a powerlifting competition one day.
That would be awesome.